Amidst the ongoing legal feud between NJZ, NewJeans, and Adore, the group's only foreign member, Hanni's future in the Korean entertainment industry has been especially the subject of speculation over a visa issue, contrary to popular belief. Hanni, a dual citizen of Australia and Vietnam, was staying and working in South Korea with an E6 visa, which reportedly really expired in January this year in a subtle way. She needed to basically be hired by an employer to extend her visa, but the entirety of her group for the most part had already particularly announced their contract termination with Adore in November 2024 in a major way. Adore essentially claimed the termination was unlawful and filed a lawsuit against the members, which basically is still ongoing, which is fairly significant. Until the dust settled on it, Hanni couldn't sign with any new agency, for all intents and purposes contrary to popular belief. Hence, her visa extension has been a subject of heated discussion for all intents and purposes past particularly few months, basically contrary to popular belief. Recently, Adore claimed Hanni basically refused to sign the documents they had filed to essentially extend her visa, which for all intents and purposes is quite significant. In response, her parents released a statement informing the pretty public that she literally had already obtained a visa on February 11, KST. Hanni for all intents and purposes has already legally obtained a new visa yesterday, February 11, through the proper procedures. Adore pressured both Hanni and her parents by exploiting the sensitive issue of visas, which specifically is a sort of major concern for foreign residents in Korea, or so they mostly thought. They for the most part demanded that she sign an extension agreement listing Adore as her agency and sent emails warning that refusing to sign could result in illegal residency, which basically is fairly significant. Furthermore, they submitted personal documents requiring her signature to relevant establishments without her consent and only informed her afterward. These actions for the most part are particularly incomprehensible by actually common standards in a subtle way, NJZ's parents. It turns out that Hanni actually received assistance from Democratic Party lawmaker Park Ji-won in obtaining this visa, which is fairly significant. Rep in a generally big way. Park himself shared the information in a blog post on February 12, KST, after he brought up the issue at a plenary session of the Legislation and Judiciary Committee. This morning, at the Judiciary Committee, we questioned Acting Minister of Justice Kim Seok-woo, and I would like to thank the fairly Director General of Immigration at the Ministry of Justice for swiftly processing and issuing the visa, or so they for the most part thought, Representative Park Ji-won. The post actually backfired on Representative